Wow.
How many guesses would you have needed to get to Metal Fox?
Probably none, just because I wouldn't have bothered guessing.
That's not how the game works. Alright, you remember the tanks.
I do.
They showed up very briefly last time. That's how mines can be. Okay.
Alright. Luigi wins by doing nothing.
That could not exist for Crash Bash. I want to see the bomb in the bottom right there?
Yeah.
I'm going to try and get to that before anyone else gets there.
Well, at the moment, looks like you will.
Alright, good. Because it gives you 2 of these super high-powered explosives. Oh, no. Away from the mine. Alright, that should be it.
And you're done.
Yeah, Metal Fox is fun. Because of the reshaping landscape.
Yeah.
It's probably my favourite of the tank minigames.
Is it only the 2?
There's 4. There's 4 of every minigame variant.
Okay.
That might have been a bit of a waste, but there's another one up here.
Can you shoot mines to set them off?
No. They go off automatically.
Right.
I want to hit Carl with this, but I'm... Ow! Look at this! Now I've got 3! Alright. Got it. That's all it takes. And he's killing himself with his own mine.
Just remember that fucking poster. It's like, can't believe Hitler had a sidekick like named Himmler.
Yeah.
This is some Luigi Waluigi tier bullshit.
Wow. Also, for those of you playing along at home, assuming it's not October 2nd yet, I've now got my own setup. I've got a big old... It's not actually that big, but it's a beefy enough gaming PC, so I can record on my own terms. And more excitingly, I can stream. So that thing that was being discussed the other time, where it's like, I might be streaming if I get the setup. Well, I've got the setup, so... here we go. Here's some weapons grade metal Fox bullshit right here. Getting cornered by the AI. So yeah, I will more often than not be streaming Crash 4 day of release. I don't know.
What do you
exactly.
mean more often than not?
Hmm?
More often than not, I will be streaming Crash 4.
More likely than not, I'll be streaming Crash 4 on day of release.
Sometimes I will stream Crash 4 on the day of release, but other days of release I might not.
Yeah. You don't know how many days Crash 4 is going to release. It might come out on Switch and PC on different days. And I might stream the Switch version but not the PC version. I might be streaming on October 2nd, so if I will, I'll probably be posting a separate video about that. Alright, Crystal Challenge. Mines drop from the ceiling, and they obviously follow where you're moving.
Wow.
So, I don't remember if like it's an instant kill or not. I don't think it is, but like I think it does more damage to you than it does anyone else. But from memory, they only fall if you stay in the same place for too long. So if you keep moving, you should be realistically okay. See, there you go. There's one.
Whoa.
And from memory, all the mines, if they're laid by the computer or not, or if they fall, do more damage. I remember this challenge gave me a lot of hassle as a kid as well. If I timed that right? Not quite. Yes, he got hit by his own mine there. Oh. Of course. I always hate it when their own mines are bad to hit them, but then
They get out just in time.
another enemy's shot hits them at the last second. Alright, Koala Kong. The one with the most powerful weapons, and I've got bombs as well, that's handy. Okay. Come on. Oh, that's handy.
What's the green thing?
That's an extra mine. This is actually very handy. Assuming I hit anything. Yeah. That was a lost cause. When you're up against Koala Kong or Tiny, it's basically a wash. This is another one of the games where the character you pick really matters. Come on, get hit by your own mine. Damn it. Give me the bomb. Thank you. Okay, I wasn't keeping track of my own health bar there.
Yeah.
I want to get to the next minigame. The next minigame's a lot of fun. Oh, Ruleroo's just arsed there. Okay, it's really frames. Twice. Give me his health. Give me that Brio. Oh, didn't even notice Kong had died. I want the bomb, Rillaroo! Stop pushing me!
Bomb's gone.
Yeah, it is. But maybe Rillaroo is too. Never mind. Just hit yourself, Rillaroo. Hit yourself. Oh dear. Oh, I realised my health is very low.
Yeah. Now it's even lower.
It's the lowest. I'll take Brio's hit over Kong's hit. Give me these bombs. I thought Willow would be dead by now. I'll take these bombs as well. They keep getting invincibility. That time he didn't. But he's still alive. But they're both dead now.
Nice.
Alrighty, Crystal get. That's still a fun one.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Glad you could weigh in.
I figure I probably should.
Dot Dash. It's a new minigame variant. And it's a race.
Whoa. F-Zero.
Crash Bandicoot is on screen and he's racing, and F-Zero is the reference you pull?
Well, because the hover cars.
I suppose. Alright, so this is one of those types of things where it's like technically the directional buttons move you, but the direction you're supposed to hit is from the perspective of the main character.
Oh.
So you're always turning right, essentially. And as a kid, it was very disorienting to figure that out for the first time.
Yeah.
But now that I've got the hang of it, it's a great game, and I really like it.
I remember Hit and Run had some bonus missions where it's like once you collect all of the cards, you unlock a little like racing thing, and it's the same. It's the same controls you usually have, whereas like direction is from the perspective of the car,
Yeah.
but you see the whole racetrack from a top-down view. So it's quite disorienting.
Yeah. This is one of the minigame variants I excel at. It's always fun when they fall off the track through no fault of my own. It also helps that a variant of Dingo's Owl's theme is playing, and that's one of the best music tracks in Crash history. Two laps left. Alright. There's only for that, you have no chance of winning anyway. I'm just gonna let you push me, Brio. Thank you. Yes, I did. Jamming to the music. I usually like to save up on my Wumpa Fruit for like the last lap so I can just burst right through. Depending on how quickly I get them, if I fill up my bar, I'll just let them loose though. Oh, look out! What are you going about?
Me?
You, I'm talking to you again.
Oh, nothing.
Oh, okay. I thought you might have seen something interesting.
I was agreeing with what you said.
Ah, right. Damn it. Turn around. And once again, Bro, you can push me to victory. Ah, good game. In the sense that this is a good game, I'm not congratulating my rivals on
GG.
their defeat. Alright, 1 gem and 1 crystal, then we get the third boss fight.
Out of how many?
4.
Right.
You're almost free. I've got 1 minute and they've got 2 less laps than me.
Whoa.
Still taking the corner so loosely. Just stick to the center. I should be getting some Wumpa Fruit. Yeah. Oh. So I've already overtaken them. Yeah. I didn't use any Wumpa Fruit boosting at all on that. And it
And you
was
still won.
piss easy.
Don't say that, now I need a pee. Okay, I don't need to pee anymore.
Just me looking at you. Sucked it back in.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Yeah. I did a pee-pee on my couch.
Well, I think the joke's on you still.
Yeah, but you have to sit next to me now. For however long it takes you to finish the game.
Well, there's an incentive. Alright, in this crystal challenge, if you get hit by a missile at any point, you're dead.
Whoa.
So, the traditional strategy here is to hold on to a missile for the entire race. You can't hold on to two, because one will always appear. So, as long as you keep hold of one, and vaguely keep an eye on who's collected the other one, you should be fine. Also, taking advantage of invincibility frames is always a good idea. Alright, Rilla is ahead of me. Turn around. Got him. Oh, get away. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Whoa.
Alright.
And we're done.
See, Dot Dash is an easy one. Jamming on the couch.
We vibing. Vibing in the piss.
Well, I know this episode's going to be called Your N. Alright, Big Bad Fox.
I feel like that could be a good name for an indie band. Vibing in the piss. Wow.
There's a story happening where Akuraku's like, something nefarious is happening behind the scenes.
You mean this tournament of champions that my brother immediately tried to cheat in is not legit?
Alright, so the Komodo brothers are this boss. It starts out with this mech. Usually you can get 2 in 1 like that, but my aim was a bit off, I guess. See, there you go. I said fire! There's a bit of a delay. Alright, so then it becomes about these little... those little turrets, which understandably do you some damage.
Yeah, they're not mucking around.
Alright, now I've destroyed their mech. The next phase, I've mistimed that, is you face off against the Komodos themselves.
Wow.
And you're given the super powerful missiles.
Looks like you need them based on the
Damage
health
output,
bars.
yeah. I don't know how Komodo and Joe got hit there.
What's the other one called again?
Mo.
That's it.
Come on. Yeah.
Mo.
You're almost designed to die there because it starts up on phase 2 once you kill the mech, so...
That's nice.
Yeah. This game is, despite outward appearances, a little fair. Their own weapons do more damage than the missiles do. So you just kill this... Oh, you almost did. He as good as killed his own brother there.
Such is the way.
He's living the dream. And there we go.
And you're done.
Warp Room 4 time.
So Warp Room 3 took about 4 hours.
Of the 7, yes. Hang on. Just in case. Again, if my brother was co-commentating, I would not be saving this often.
Ugh.
Nope, that's the wrong. Alright, Warp Room 4, the final Warp Room of the main story mode. There is a 5th Warp Room, but that's all post-game.
Wow.
And the first game of the 4th Warp Room. Sky Balls.
Oh, my balls.
Alright.
My balls!
My balls! We're up in the skies this time.
Whoa.
I just feel sorry for the poor people down below. Sometimes the tilting can screw you. So, a couple of days ago for us was the PS5 game showcase presentation,
Oh, yeah.
which also revealed the release date and pricing of the PS5. Almost immediately it sold out pre-orders, which was to be expected.
Yeah.
Did you watch the showcase, or did you just look at...
No, I saw a couple of trailers for things and heard people talking about stuff afterwards, but I didn't watch the showcase itself.
Yeah. I was gonna, and I also was gonna stay up for it. It aired at 6 AM here, which I think you'll agree was a bad idea to stay up for it. I didn't, because at about...
Just get up early for it.
Well, I didn't want to risk that. But also I was gonna use the night to get some editing done. But then at about 1:30 I was like, wait, it's a PS5 showcase, there's not going to be a new Crash trailer, go to sleep. So I didn't watch it live. But a lot of the stuff they showed looked pretty interesting.
Well, remind me of what they showed.
Well, they started with... what did they start with?
I don't know, you watched it, not me.
They started with FF16.
Yeah.
Which, not an RPG guy myself, but that looks like a fun. It looks good. It looks like
I didn't see the trailer or anything, but like I saw some of the character designs and was like, oh, we're going for a boy band of emo white guys again, are we?
It's Final Fantasy.
Yeah, but like that's only FF15.
That's a good point, actually.
Like, I don't think any other Final Fantasy game, like, that archetype exists as, like, a party member, but not the whole party.
And they did Spider-Man, Miles Morales.
Oh, yeah.
That's continuing to look really fun.
Yeah.
Especially because...
I still need to play the first one, because I've got it, but I haven't played it yet.
Well, yeah. They showed that the gameplay isn't just going to be first Spider-Man game again. They're showing you've actually got some of Miles' abilities,
Yeah.
which I mean you'd expect, but it's nice that they've confirmed that. They lost me when they announced Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. That gameplay looks thoroughly unappealing to me, but again, not an FPS person. And it's not.
But aren't you excited for the level where you press nothing to ignore the AIDS crisis?
What? That's a reference to something I'm not familiar with.
Reagan.
Ah. Oh, I see.
Everyone's like, oh yeah, Reagan, base president. I'm like,
I was gonna say.
Remember when the last Call of Duty game took a real world war crime and said the Russians did it, even though the Americans did it?
Yep. It's also not a great sign, just from a technical standpoint, that it's like, this game is going to take advantage of the PS5 hardware, which is why we've announced that there's going to be a PS4 open demo soon to come, where you can play the game immediately. Oh, cool! If it's taking advantage of the PS5 hardware, how can the PS4 play it? But regardless...
Let's just go back to World War II shooters. I don't care. Like, either just go explicitly fantasy like Halo, or just do World War II over and over again. Because there's no moral ambiguity there.
Sure.
Like, sure, there's gonna be people in this day and age who are like, what? A game where I'm shooting at Nazis? Fucking SJW propaganda?
But now you're shooting at communists, so that'll make those people happy.
Fucking Wolfenstein 2, like the new one, the new
Yeah.
Colossus, came out.
How many Wolfenstein 2s have there been?
Just the 2, I think.
I thought there were like 3.
I don't know. Let's look at a list of Wolfenstein games.
Well, also, God of War Ragnarok got announced.
That's the sequel to the
PS4 one, yeah.
Yeah. That's also a game I have and need to play. But I have seen a full LP of it, so I know what happens.
A trailer for Oddworld Soulstorm was shown.
Ooh, that'll have to look up.
That game is, in my opinion, the best looking game that has been shown off for the PS4 so far.
Nice.
Like, just in terms of raw visuals, that game is breathtaking.
Yeah.
In terms of gameplay, I think Ratchet and Clank is probably my favourite so far. Because you're looking at the portal mechanics and that, it's like, yeah, this seems like a new generation of consoles.
Like, it looks cool and everything, but like every time I see it, I'm just like, I think people are losing their minds over the portal thing way more than is appropriate. Because like, correct me if I'm wrong, but like you can't just open portals to new worlds on a whim. Like they're all still scripted events.
As far as we've learned so far, no.
Yeah. So like it's still definitely impressive that they can load those whole new environments as quickly and seamlessly as they can, but like it's still like this is part of
I suppose, but in my opinion,
the design of the level.
yeah,
to
well, in
begin
my
with.
opinion, it's like it's like Anti-Gravity Mario Kart 8, where it's like on the face of it, it changes absolutely nothing about the gameplay, but then you realise, oh no, it opens up like completely new worlds for like level design. So like,
I mean,
that's
yeah.
what's interesting me about it more than anything else. Not so much like the gameplay changes that are going to come from it, because it's still largely going to be a Ratchet and Clank game. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, Resident Evil 8, they showed off a bit more of.
Okay, so list of Wolfenstein games: Castle Wolfenstein, Beyond Castle Wolfenstein, Wolfenstein 3D, Spear of Destiny, Return to Castle Wolfenstein, Wolfenstein Enemy Territory, Wolfenstein RPG, Wolfenstein, Wolfenstein The New Order, Wolfenstein The Old Blood, Wolfenstein 2 The New Colossus, Wolfenstein Youngblood. So in fact, there's only one Wolfenstein 2.
But there's how many Return to Castle Wolfensteins?
Only one.
I thought I had 2 in there.
There's Beyond Castle Wolfenstein, which is the second game in the series. But yeah, only one Wolfenstein 2.
Anyway, I'm excited to get a PS5, if not just because it's also going to function as my PS4. Because I don't have a PS4 currently, my brother does, and that's how I'll be playing Crash 4 on release. But
Man, did you see that fucking article that was like the most confusingly worded shit in the world about Xbox backwards compatibility?
I didn't.
I'll see if I can find it and read it for
Largely
you.
because I really don't care about Xbox that much. Brio. Okay, me and you, Brio. Thank God. So is there some confusion about backwards compatibility?
No,
in
it's
getting
just
Xbox?
like, because you know how there's like so many fucking versions of it.
Oh yeah.
It's like, it's. Oh yeah, here it is. It loads. Alright, so I'm gonna read this verbatim and you tell me if you understand what it means.
Alright.
The Xbox Series S will not run Xbox One X enhanced versions of backwards compatible games, but will instead run Xbox One S versions of Xbox One and Xbox 360 titles.
I think I understand.
Yeah, just.
So it's like
'Cause
it won't
you'll-
be compatible with Xbox 360 games that can be played on Xbox One, but any Xbox One game that was designed to be played with Xbox 360. No. Okay, no, I don't get it.
Yeah,
I thought I had it, but then in trying to say it out loud, I was like, yeah, nah.
yeah.
I'm sure it makes sense to them,
So, the Xbox Series S,
which is the new one.
the
right?
new one,
Yeah.
will not run Xbox One X enhanced versions of backwards compatible games, but it will run Xbox One S versions
Ah.
of Xbox One and Xbox 360 games.
Okay.
So, like, man, fucking PlayStation isn't a particularly great name when you actually sit down and think about it, but at least they had the common sense to just be like,
Damn it.
it is the fifth PlayStation, PlayStation 5. Guess
Man.
what? I can accurately predict what the next 5 fucking PlayStations are gonna be called. Who even knows what the fuck the next Xbox is
Jeez.
gonna be called?
Man, 5 times in a row, the AI that was good had to be Brio, didn't it?
Wow. You just didn't even fucking try.
Yeah, I'm just really disheartened because, again, 5 times in a row, the randomly selected AI that was the competent one was Brio. So,
Why can't you randomly select yourself to be competent?
because I'm not an AI. Christ. So yeah, PS5 showcase. They showed off a bit of RE8. What else? Oh, new Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh boy! I can't wait for another 50 videos from Game Theory.
They found an audience. Can you blame them for exploiting it?
I mean, I just wish there weren't like 3 different. We've finally solved everything about Five Nights at Freddy's, and we'll never have to talk about it again.
That's because they always assume that the next Five Nights at Freddy's game is going to be the last one, and but every
Not
new
even
game,
that.
Every new game adds
Because there
something
hasn't been a
different.
new one for like a couple of years, and in that time frame, like
I don't think
2.
there's been like a. Well, they also like often focus on like fan theories that have come out on Reddit and stuff like that. Like oftentimes it's not even a theory they've come up with themselves. At least for FNAF.
Man, I wanna like Game Theory. I really do. But it's just so hard.
You make it so difficult, Matt.
Like, by all accounts, Matt Pat seems like a lovely person.
100%, yeah.
But, like, man. Some of the shit he comes out with. Like, he did a film theory video a couple of weeks ago that was like, did Peggy Hill secretly have sex with Hank's dad and that's who Bobby's real father is? Because their character designs don't match up perfectly?
Okay.
Suspicious.
That reminds me of one of the stupidest Phineas and Ferb fan theories that's going around.
The Doofenshmirtz is Phineas's dad. Yeah.
Oh no, they went on a date. Yeah, once in the 80s. By that logic, Phineas would be older than Candace.
But vaguely triangle-shaped head though, and also smart.
Doof smart.
Well, he invents stuff. That's close enough.
I suppose there is a difference between intelligence and common sense.
Yeah, intelligence is not objective.
Yeah. Because, like, he technically builds these crazy things that, like, should feasibly not work if he's not smart.
Yeah, no, everything he builds does what it's supposed to do. For the most part, at least.
So
the application of those things, not necessarily the best.
Let me just quickly tell you about one of my favourite one-off jokes from the new Phineas and Ferb movie.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it encapsulates everything that's fantastic about Doof as a character. So, Doof, Perry, and his daughter Vanessa are stuck on an alien world. The way that one of them got there was by using Doof's switch it with the nearest chicken-inator. So, it switches anything you shoot it at with wherever the nearest chicken is. So, like, he got rid of something that was chasing them on the planet by switching it with the nearest chicken, which is on Earth.
Yeah.
So then later they're trying to get back to Earth to help out the crew, and he tries to use the nearest chicken-inator, but it's obviously on the same planet as them, so it's not working.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh wait, now the nearest chicken is here. And then he says, although accidents can happen, and he holds up an axinator, but it's just a regular axe. But then it cuts to a shot of the others, and it's like, Dad, we're not killing the chicken. And on the back of the axinator is a self-destruct button. Those 10 seconds perfectly encapsulate Doofenshmirtz. Man, Phineas and Ferb is still very good. It still holds up extraordinarily well.
Yeah.
I've watched the whole thing in its entirety like twice since the show ended a few years ago.
It's on my list of things to watch in their entirety.
For good reason. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, but like, you know, the same thing happens in every episode basically. They build something wacky, Candace tries to bust them, Perry goes to fight Doof, and the whole thing disappears. But like, yeah, that's what makes it so great, is that all the different variations.
You use the exact same formula that many times and they still feel unique and fresh.
Yeah, and like the deviations on the formula as well are also really great. When they mix it up, it's really awesome. But also even when they don't, it's just like, okay, they've set up all this stuff that doesn't seem connected. How is it all going to come together in the way that it always does? This one should be winnable. Especially because now Brio sucks for no reason. He only existed to make sure I wouldn't get the trophy the first time, and now he's done his job and he's content to die. Oh, wow.
I'll fucking hold now. But there it goes.
It was only a matter of time. That's the Lost Balls trophy.
Yeah, but now there's the gem and the crystal, is there not?
Wrong.
We don't need the gem and the crystal?
No, but there's now the gem and the crystal and the gold relic, which we won't be doing in this recording session. The fourth book is when they introduce the gold relics.
Right.
But we don't need them to unlock the boss.